Your rage is fuel. Your rage is information. Your rage is power. A few days ago, I posted a video titled The Rise of the Sovereign. Now, I had recorded that video a few days prior, and then I just came down with this epic cold. I am still clearing my body of old scar tissue, and that's really what happens when we go through different leveling up, when we clear out old timelines and the body is in recalibration, adjusting to the higher frequency that we have reclaimed within ourselves. And apparently, the day that I scheduled that video to come out, CNN reported the foul academy online for men, if we can even call them men. And honestly, I am not surprised, okay? And the fact that I'm not surprised says so much. And this is what I was alluding to in my last video, and I'm going to talk a little bit more about it now, as well as address our current poison Cheeto in the White House, who is the perfect agent of chaos, okay? Now, I have been assaulted by, I don't even know how many men, okay? I lost count after like 20 something by the time I was, I want to say 11 or 12. By the time I was 12, I had been assaulted by 20 some men. And that number just kept increasing over the years, okay? When I was assaulted by my Tantra teacher almost a decade ago, I reported him to the San Francisco board. They did nothing about it. When I was date raped by this man at a bar in my early 20s, I called the police. There was not enough evidence. We have arrived at the state in the world where something like this exists exactly because of what I was talking about in my last video. Exactly because too many men and women have normalized abusive behavior, have normalized disrespectful behavior, have normalized humor that isn't actually humor. This is the result of the absence of personal responsibility and the profiting of pain in the name of pleasure. This is the result of what silence, bypassing, and denial of personal responsibility and owning our sexual power has created. This monster that is now so visible and undeniable in our world today. And over a decade ago or whatever, when Trump was first elected, I remember going to sleep that night before turning my phone off because I felt that that was coming, even though there was a lot of denial and collective of like, this couldn't possibly happen. I already knew it was coming. I woke up the next rising, turned on my phone, confirmation. And I remember telling my friends back then, don't pay him any mind because he is part of the grand design and it's going to look ugly and messy before it actually gets better. And then over the last few months, we have seen this chaos agent do everything possible to piss off every single person in the world. And his divine purpose is exactly that, to make it so obvious what denial and bypassing and neglect has done so that we don't have another timeline like this. So I invite you to channel your energy of rage into effective action, signing petitions, calling on your senators, lobbying, doing quantum spiritual battle warfare, which is where I'm at most of the time for, I don't know, over 30 years, consciously for over a decade. Use the energy of rage to correct yourself. Because as within, so without. The only way we can make effective change is by getting very clear within ourselves of what our values, our cores, and our morals are. And speaking out, especially to our friends. It's easy to tell a stranger to just fork off. But it takes a lot of courage to stand up to the people you love and say, your silence is the problem. It takes a lot of courage to look at someone you love and say, your denial and your bypassing hurts me. And it hurts me because it hurts the earth, and I am made of the earth. The day after that CNN article was released, I laid in bed the next rising just feeling the absolute fucking heartbreak of myself and all the women and men out there. Yes, this academy is for men because men primarily are the abusers, but men aren't the only ones who abuse. Women abuse too. Parents, be strict about what you are allowing your children to listen to and watch. Songs that glorify sexual acts, yeah, maybe the beats are good, but does your 4-year-old really need to be bumping to ass, titties, 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 titties? Like, what are we teaching our children? What are we allowing through our own distorted lens of, oh, we're just listening to music. Oh, we're just watching a movie. You are literally allowing the program of corruption, the program of perversion to perpetuate in the name of entertainment. Stop it. I went to the Desert Casino yesterday for the first time. I've never really been to a casino outside of Vegas. We went for giggles. I went with $10. I lost everything. I don't care. I was there to just be curious, and my friend invited me. It was really funny because I gave them $10 to play and they won a bunch of money, and I was making a joke. Maybe we're supposed to gift each other money to win, because if we spend our own money, we're contributing to that gambling addiction. But I walked through that casino chanting on my prayer beats the whole time. And I could just feel the energy of that vibe, the ripped vibe, oozing off men. Men walking towards me, looking here. Hello, my eyes are up here. Men are there with their women. And the women notice and the women say nothing. Sisters, if you are in a relationship with a man who is not speaking up for what's happening, silence is an answer. Silence reveals a lot. Silence shows that they are uncomfortable with claiming their authority as the protectors in this world. And by choosing to stay in a relationship with them, you are also part of the problem. There are so many single women out there, and a lot of us are single because, excuse me, where are the good men? Where are the protectors and the providers? They are far too few in between, and most of them are in beautiful relations or starting to rise more and more. I saw some brothers comment on that previous post. Brothers, so good to see you rise in your light. Sisters, thank you for standing in the light. This war that we are in, this battle that we are in, is about reclaiming our dignity, reclaiming our sovereignty. And it takes a fucking whole lot of courage to stand up to our friends. Yet that is where the change really begins to happen, because we are no longer allowing this corruption to go unnoticed and unspoken where it matters, where our hearts are intimately involved. I am proud of the inner circle that I have, because everyone in my inner circle is speaking up as warriors of truth. My inner circle is extremely small, and yet it is elite. I have always upheld a standard of excellence within myself, and I have been told my whole life, Olive, your standards are way too high. I'm like, no, my standards are basic. My standards are for communication, respect, honor, care, truth, devotion, integrity. These are basic tenets for the thriving function of a consciousness. These aren't high standards. These are standards, period. So let's remove the word, oh, you have high standards because I refuse to be silent in the name of injustice. I have been exiled by my entire family because I spoke up at a young age about my uncles who were molesting me. These men are still walking around. I would not be surprised if those two uncles are on that website. One of my aunts divorced her husband because he was a lecherous fool. I would not be surprised if this Mormon man was on that website. I personally have encountered at least half a dozen men in the last 3 years that I dated who I can confidently say participated in this website. I can just feel the energy. No, thank you. If a man is pushing you for sex, that's a red flag, my women. Now more than ever, it is important that we stand together. Women, connect with your sisters. Men, connect with your brothers. Women, no longer entertain men in your life who are acting like little boys in a playground, completely clueless to what is going on in the world. That allows them to live in their denial, in their bypassing, and in their neglect. Men, stand up for your women. Stand up for the women in your life. Speak with love to the women that you encounter. Women know the difference, okay? And if you're sitting there thinking, oh, I don't want to come off as a pedophile. I don't want to come off as, like I have ill intentions. Honey, if you have those thoughts in your head, you need to sit with your consciousness. Because when you are operating from place of purity and truth, you don't think about whether you're coming off with rippy vibes. You know where you stand, and if somebody else has that distortion within them and they're triggered, that's not on you. Everything that is happening now is to wake everybody up from whatever level of inertia they might be in. There might just be a little bit, or there might be a whole lot of it. Either way, your silence says where you are still hiding from the responsibility of being in this current timeline. And I'm not saying you need to go and create a big political campaign and make a big show of your support and your solidarity. I'm saying stand in your truth, in your inner circles, and push back through your authentic truth. Use your rage to embody your light. Your rage is information of boundaries that have been crossed, of bridges that have not been honored. Your rage is fuel to come into accountability with yourself, if that's what needs to happen. Acknowledge someone else's truth, apologize, and take action. Apology without action is just verbal diarrhea. And stay present and consistent with the relationships that you have in your life, because consistency is what will help us repair trust. Consistency is what will help us grow the bonds of love. Consistency is the glue that is going to hold us together as this darkness continues to be neutralized or exiled from this world. This is just the beginning of a very long period of time of reparation and reconciliation. And that begins with ourselves, with what we are allowing, and what we are standing up for. Our children are watching, and you don't have to be a parent to a specific child for them to see your choices. The children of this world are depending upon us as the way showers, as the elders, as the leaders of our own sovereign truth, to be the examples of a world where suchness doesn't exist again. Choose your battles wisely, my friends. Love is action.